Hey everyone, David A. Cox here, host of the popular radio talk show Tech Talk America, where we discuss everything technology on a consumer friendly level. Today we're going to be talking about one of my absolute favorite applications. This came out pretty recently. It's called Spotify. It is a, for the most part, free service. I'll go over the details in a little bit. It is available for both Windows as well as Mac. And it's basically, it gets you access to all the music that you never had. All the music that you've maybe listened to over the years and just never bought, or you had it and you lost it. It's a pretty amazing application. This more than anything else, we've gotten tons of letters from our listeners saying they wanted us to do a tutorial video, and so here it is. So this is Spotify. And I want to kind of give you an idea of how it works. I'm going to show you how you can get it, and then just some of the little features that you can do with it. So think of it as if it's like iTunes, but there's no limit. There's no having to pay per song. You just have it. So let's say a lot of people, when they kind of join Spotify, the first thing they're going to want to do is they're going to want to create a playlist. A playlist is just simply, it's a group of songs that you like to listen to at a certain time. Maybe one for a dinner party, one for when you're working out at the gym, something like that. So to create a playlist, if you look here on the left-hand side of my screen, there's a little plus sign and it says New Playlist. To create a new one, just click it. Let's create one here. Let's call it gym music. Okay, great. Now we've got to put music into gym music. And to do this, we're going to click up here at the very top in the search bar. And we can just add as many tracks as we want, whatever artist you want. So let's look for some Lady Gaga. Oh, I put in Lady Gag. I think I meant Lady Gaga. There we go. And so just like with iTunes, you can sort in different ways. You can sort by artist, you can sort by album, you can sort by popularity. The other thing you can do is if you look up here at the top, there's different ways you can kind of narrow down your selection, because with someone like Lady Gaga, this isn't just all of her songs. These are her songs that have been covered by other people. So if I want to really just narrow it down to her, I can click on her name. And now it's just songs by Lady Gaga as soon as it refreshes. And if I scroll down, you'll be able to see that this is in fact every Lady Gaga CD that has come out to date. Okay, a lot of different stuff. And to add, let's say I want to add Edge of Glory to gym music. All I do is click it, drag it, and drop it in gym music. Maybe I want to add Born This Way too. Click, drag, and drop that in. Let's go and add some other stuff. Let's add some Maroon 5, one of my favorites. And I can sort it by popularity if it's a new song that's recently out. And let's see here. Where's my favorite recent one? Oh, it's in here somewhere. How? This is one of my favorites. So I can just drag and drop that into gym music. And now when I go in there, when I click in gym music, there are all those songs. Now, one of the things that I love about Spotify is that the songs are not actually downloading to your computer, which is great because if you have a giant music collection, this doesn't take up any room. It's just playing from the internet. Now, there is a way to get it to download, and we'll cover that in a little bit. So if I'm creating my playlist here and I want the song How to be first, you guessed it, drag and drop. Just drag and drop it to the number one position. To play the song, all you have to do is double click. And that's all I can play without them suing me. You can also notice that when I double clicked on it, it automatically fetches the album artwork. This applies to all songs, old and new. Let me give you an example because I don't want you to think that this is just for pop music. Let's say I want to look for Frank Sinatra. All right, so now I'm going to narrow it down to just songs actually by him. It's going to take a minute because it is a lot of data, and you'll see what I mean in a second. Okay. Now, I'm going to start scrolling, and you're going to see just how much stuff we're talking about here. It just keeps on going. We're not even an eighth of the way through. The Frank Sinatra selected hits, you can get all 12 volumes of it. Instant. Okay, and now I'm scrolling faster and faster. We're still not even halfway there. Okay, so you get the idea. It's a lot of music. It's a lot of content. I want to be very clear that Spotify does not get you access to every song ever created, but a lot of them. And it's certainly worth the price. A couple other things I want to show you can do is that one of the things you'll find when you sign up for Spotify is that to get an account, you have to have a Facebook account. This is regardless of whether or not you use it. So for those of you who don't have Facebook and want to get this, you can just create a kind of a dummy profile. You don't even have to have any friends, and that way you can get access to Spotify. But one of the cool features, though, is that if you do use Facebook, you can see here on the right-hand side all of your friends who are using Spotify, and you can see what they're listening to. What's cool about this is if you and another one of your friends kind of have the same taste, it's a great way to discover new music. So let's say I want to go into Tom Chartrand's album. I don't know if he has any published playlists, but I know Thomas Kennard does. So I can click on him, and here are all of his playlists that he's created. And you can choose whether or not to have your playlist be public. To do that, if you right-click, or for Mac users, if you hold the Control key and click on your playlist, you can see one of the options here is to uncheck Publish. That's if you don't want people to be able to see it. Okay, that's a couple features right there. Let's talk about pricing, okay? So Spotify, if you're going to play it from your computer, and as I said, it's available for both Windows as well as Mac, is free. There's no hidden fees. The only part is that they do have an ad. I believe it's one every 5 songs. There'll be a quick ad. It's usually about 30 seconds. They have 2 different paid versions, but really only one of them actually makes sense, and that's the premium version. It's $10 a month. For full disclosure, I do pay for it. I have the $10 month. And the reason I pay for it is because it allows you to take all of your music with you on your mobile device. This includes iPhone, Android, or Blackberries, also the iPod Touch. And the idea is that when you create these playlists, because it's not actually stored on your computer, if I'm running late to a meeting and I create a playlist here, there's no having to plug in my phone to my computer to sync it over. It's all over the air, so it's instantaneous. And like I said, it's not taking up space, which is really nice, especially if you have a lot of apps or a lot of videos on your phone or your computer. So that's a lot of the features. There's one key thing I want to show you, though, that we had recorded this video before and didn't realize this part. There's one security feature that we don't love about Spotify, and I want to show you how to correct it. Because you have to use Facebook to get Spotify, one of the things that's built into it is that as you listen to songs, it will post what you're listening to your profile. And I want to show all of you how to disable that feature. There's 2 steps. The first step is actually in Spotify, and you need to, if for Mac users, you're going to click where it says Spotify at the top left and go to Preferences. Windows users, it's going to be in a slightly different location, but it will be in your menu bar. And it's this second option right here where it says Facebook, get personal recommendations by sending music you play to your Facebook timeline. You want this to be unchecked. All right? Uncheck that one. The second part deals with Facebook itself. I'm going to show you where it's hidden. If you go into your Facebook profile, you know how there's this little arrow icon next to where it has like your name, your profile, and home? You're going to click on that, and you're going to go to Privacy Settings. Now, of course, this is a video, so if you can't follow this, you can always pause, rewind, and come back. Once you're at this screen where it has your privacy settings, you're going to go down here to where it says Apps and Websites, and just to the right of it, it says Edit Settings, and you're going to click on that. From here, it says Apps You Use, it's the very first item, and to the right of it, it says Edit Settings. Now what you need to do is go through the list, and one of the items is going to be Spotify, and you need to click the Edit button next to it. From here, we go to the very bottom, and you see here where it says App Activity Privacy, who can see posts and activity from this app? Well, for all of you who are just doing this for the first time, this is going to say Public. You need to change it to Custom. When you get to Custom, it's going to normally say, I believe it's Friends or Friends of Friends. You need to change it to Only Me. Okay? It's just because it starts to post to your profile all the time. It gets really annoying. So I really strongly suggest that you say, Only Me. Now understand, when you view your own profile, you will see the music that you're listening to, but no one else can. Okay? That's the key security setting I just kind of wanted to turn you all on to. But other than that, it's a really fantastic application. I hope you check it out. You can go to Spotify.com and download your free copy. Like I said, it's for everything out there. And if you have any questions, you can always send us an email. I'm on a Mac at me.com, and make sure you listen to our talk show. It's called Tech Talk America, and you can find us in iTunes. It's free. Take care, everyone. Have a good one. Bye.